Hello everyone, my name is Victor Bops, also known as Spideybops.
Hey!
Aliens in London, England?
Back in my day. Would you like to see a
Today, we won't be doing the seaside missions.
Sorry to interrupt your little trip across the city, but the police are on their way to a crime in progress near you. Maybe you can beat them to it.
Let's start off with round 3.
You'd think that Tony Stark would be happy that he helped save the world from the Chitauri, but something about him's different now. He spends most of his time building new Iron Man suits at his mansion and has somehow managed to get himself in trouble with this mysterious menace known as the Mandarin. I'd like to think he knows what he's doing, but, well, he's Tony.
You see that lovely Malibu penthouse? Well, that's where I live with Tony Stark. Normally, it has a beautiful vista of the Pacific, but today, it has a fleet of gunships hired by the Mandarin to redecorate our lounge. He's the same villain that's been creating all kinds of chaos around town, even putting our friend Happy in the hospital. Guess he's not so happy now. Definitely not Tony's best decision giving our home address to a bunch of lava-blooded villains. On a positive note, at least his new Iron Man suit fits me snugly.
The only thing that fits you
Get her, I'm
snugly.
gonna find a way around.
Tony! You're okay, right? We need to get you out of here right now. See, this is why I don't like it when you bring your work home with you.
This is Iron Man 3. Beginning. Well. I wonder if Pepper Potts has ability. Does she? Does she?
This isn't the time for gifts, Tony. How is that gonna help us? control it from your side?
Beep, bong, beep, beep. Huh.
Hold on. I'm gonna get you out of here. That was weird, but surprisingly comfortable. Watch out for those helicopters, Tony!
Hey, did you see your Christmas present? Here's a little holiday greeting I've been wanting to send to the Mandarin.
What is that thing? All right, I get it. Let's just hope it works. More of these guys? Hope you've still got some tricks up that iron sleeve of yours, Tony.
Spideybops versus.
Well, that was really violent. For a second, we thought it was over, but a final missile slipped past. I watched in horror as the entire condo sunk into the abyss. Thankfully, Jarvis had managed to help Tony escape a watery end, but the suit had shorted out, leaving him stranded in Tennessee. Further adding to his troubles, the hot-headed villains happened to be visiting the area, and Tony's only ally was Harley, a local boy with a pretty mean potato gun. The pair were left with no choice but to take on the Flameheads together. Tony really should start keeping the rest of the Avengers on speed dial.
Yeah, where were the Avengers doing this?
Whoa, that was so cool! I mean, you know, in a bad way. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. There are transformers around here that'll shut the power off. I accidentally did that. Twice. Ooh, I wonder what this does. Alright, that's one of them taken care of. Now to find the other one.
Go over here. Let's destroy this. 'Cause I love destroying things.
There is no version of this where you come out on top. Don't worry about it, I'll fix it.
No offense, but I think you might be a little too heavy for this. Let me
Oh.
try.
That makes sense.
Hey, look! There's a transformer up here. Let's smash it and go.
For a second.
You stop punching me, please?
There is no version of this where you come out on top.
Oh, wait, can I just... So, can redheads really shoot fire? Oh, wait, oh, okay. I will, never mind. I thought I was in Iron Man. Oh, it's funny. Oh.
There is no version of this where you come out on top.
What the world? Come on, lady. Mm. How do I?
Oh man, she looks angry. Like, really angry. How is she even glowing like that?
Hot wings, you want to party? Come on, you and me, let's go.
You got a plan for this, right? It kind of feels like we're a little outmatched right now.
You'll see.
Where's it?
After some creative use of a microwave, Tony defeated the remaining Extremis-fueled agents and headed off to take down the Mandarin. Then, things got complicated very quickly. The Mandarin turned out to be a washed-up British actor called Trevor, and the real villain was actually someone familiar. Not an ex-neighbor, but a nerd turned superhuman called Aldrich Killian. I've got to admit, he was looking much more suave these days. Killian only went and took me hostage, exposing me to Extremis. He also kidnapped the president, too, and planned to serve him up like a roast turkey. Tony turned up to save the day, this time with Iron Patriot by his side, and his entire back catalog of Iron Man suits. The 10-year-old with the potato gun would have come too, but he had to tidy his room.
You said the word tidy. I've never.
Okay. What do we got here?
Don't need a thing. It's my
Uber. For this right here, you'd need a strong character like Thor, Captain Marvel, Ms. Marvel, I don't know, you know? To the booty.
There's no version of this where you come out on top. Version of this where you come out on top.
The Mandarin, Tony? Well, here I am. I am the Mandarin.
No, you're not. You are not the Mandarin, you are just doing it. Next guy. Ow.
What just happened?
Try all you want. You can't win. You know that, don't you?
Come down and fight me like a Mandarin or man.
You're only delaying the inevitable, Tony. Perhaps this will teach you to be nicer to people you randomly meet at parties.
Dude, you're a nerd. Weird looking one. No offense to nerd, but...
I'm not afraid of you. I know you're a coward.
Oh my god.
There is no version of this where you come out on top.
You take a minute.
Please stop hitting me, jeez. Nope.
You see? That suit was just like you! A failure!
Jarvis, do me a favor and blow Mark 42.
No!
Even after being cooked in an Iron Man suit, Killian was still up for another round. Luckily for Tony, I was in no mood for any more nonsense. Combining my terrifically toasty powers and an Iron Man repulsor, I flame-grilled the big geek. With that maniac out of the way, Tony celebrated by blowing up all his suits, promising to spend the holidays with me, rather than with a screwdriver and an arc reactor. With the president now safe and sound, Tony promised to use his super genius to find a cure for the extremis enhancements, straight after we'd had a festive dinner. Oh, and after he'd had his shrapnel removed. Oh, and don't forget, he is Iron Man.
Can I argue that he's not? Because he took his architecture out? Not really, because... Never mind. Yeah, my favorite Avenger is Batman. Like, the way he just comes in, with his like guy, and like flies with his super strength. It's totally Batman, like, totes Batman material. Like, OMG totes. You ever supposed to go?
Feel like getting your hands dirty? We're getting reports of some trash
Hey,
in your area that needs to be taken out. As in, you know, criminals.
Now it's time for Thor Dark World. Lost in the Ether.
While Thor was helping us track down Loki, we asked him about any potential threats to Midgard, sorry, Earth. One of his stories was about an ancient race called the Dark Elves, led by Malekith, who attempted to use something called the Ether to bring darkness to the Nine Realms. It sounded kind of serious, but Thor assured us it was all settled thousands of years ago. Why do I still have a bad feeling about this?
Long before the birth of light, there was darkness, and from that darkness came Malekith, a dark elf who millennia ago sought to return our universe back into one of eternal night, using the power of the Ether, an ancient force of infinite destruction. My father vanquished Malekith in a mighty war. It was a tale he recounted so often that he truly lived up to the name King Bor. At the climax of the battle, the Ether was destroyed. Or so we believed until Jane Foster, Thor's girlfriend from the wrong side of the Bifrost, somehow managed to stumble upon it, waking an ancient evil from his slumber, with only one layabout to defend her, and my favorite son in prison. Asgard was in more peril than it had ever faced.
Return to yourselves, no further harm will come to you. You have my word. Accept your surrender. Very well, you do not have my word.
It's as if they resent being in prison.
There's no pleasing some creatures.
You might want to take the stairs to the left.
How can a man be so flash natural when faced with this chaos.
He always was one for mischief. Be thankful, my dear friend, for he's doing nothing but merely knitting.
Was Loki the reason why Thor's mother died? We did tell him to take the stairs, and they didn't do it. So to me, if you didn't tell him that, then it's like, oh, it's just,
Splendid work, my friend. Never thought I'd have to break myself out of the dungeon.
Oh, one swing of my trusty axe would have us out of here in no time.
You want a taste of my blade? You shall have it! Another one of those big chaps like in Vanaheim, then I suggest you start with him this time, Thor.
Completely under control.
Is that why everything's on fire?
You did not truly think to do this without me. For glory! For the All-Father!
For the booty! And they died. Nearly.
No minor skirmish. Asgard is in danger. Come, we must take the fight to these intruders and end this.
Fellows, these. I'm impressed by their resilience to my charming smile.
I think I'm going to be sick.
I'm not surprised. After you managed to consume 4 wild boars, 6 pheasants, and
one must not fight on an empty stomach, man. Now, for Asgard!
you, Volstagg the Valiant.
Oh, just be quiet and push!
We're going better.
Too late. My lump of a son Thor added Malekith's escape to his considerable list of heroic failures. His only option was to seek the help of his brilliant brother, cruelly locked away and forgotten in Asgard's dungeons. Defying my orders, they fled Asgard through secret ways long forgotten. And together as brothers, they stood to face our greatest foe.
All right, you ready?
I am.
Are you mad?
Possibly.
Still don't trust me, brother.
Would you?
No, I wouldn't.
Curse box. So box.
I wish I could trust you.
Trust my rage.
Loki! Now!
Was I doing the wrong thing? The booty.
Everyone would do it.
Whatever you're doing, brother, I suggest you do it faster.
Shut up, Loki.
Yes, my favorite son. A cold man, yes, but a giant in his way.
This is not
Gave his
Gordon
very
talking.
life for Goldilocks, the hammer lover. By more luck than design, my lesser son and his girlfriend managed to return to Earth and regroup with the rabble they call friends. They hatched a plan that held the very future of the universe in its balance.
Thor, are you there? You've been off the grid a while now. Our sensors are detecting abnormal energy around your location. Are you triggering that?
Convergence will be in full effect in 7 minutes.
That just means we have to keep Malekith busy for 8. Generating. Seriously. Gravimetric spikes. We need to put them together.
You sure this is going to work? These devices were made to detect anomalies, not cause them.
Okay, I'm trying the phase meter now. You might want to hold on to something.
You know, with all that power, I thought you'd head harder.
Your universe was never meant to be.
Why did this? There wasn't much to do.
You needn't have come so far, Asgardian. Death would have come to you soon enough.
Not by your
Come so
hand.
far as well. Definitely come to you enough.
My bad.
Running running out of time.
Okay.
Darkness returns, Asgard. Have you come to witness the end of your universe?
Witness deliver rule.
I can. Accept your surrender. I've come to accept your surrender.
You think you can stop this? The ether cannot be destroyed.
But you can.
Pow.
So despite everything, the big lug won the day with the considerable sacrifice of his brilliant brother. What a shameful waste. If only Loki had lived to rule Asgard. What a king he would have made. Glorious and
burdened with glorious purpose.
Told you. Of course, if you saw me, you'd know.
Excelsior! Thank you for saving your Generalissimo, Brigadiers. Excelsior!
Now we go to Civil War. I mean, not Civil War. Whoops.
Incoming crime report. Looks like a possible robbery. Reminds me of when that guy stole a priceless gem and then just put it on a glove. I mean, who does that?
Project Insight is something S.H.I.E.L.D. has been working on in secret for a while now. Basically, next-generation helicarriers are linked together by satellites to detect and eliminate threats to world security before they even happen. Pretty cool, huh? I guess I shouldn't really be telling you all this in case anyone's listening and tries to sabotage the whole thing for their own evil schemes, but what are the odds of that?
The
This is Agent Sharon Carter of S.H.I.E.L.D. Special Service. Well, not anymore, but I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. Let's start at the beginning. Captain Steve Rogers' morning exercise was interrupted by a mission to rescue hostages on one of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s mobile satellite launch ships. The crew had been captured by the extremely dangerous Georges Batroc, and it was up to Captain America to bring them home safe and sound. Unfortunately for Cap, his splashy entrance meant he'd literally miss the boat. He would need help from the all-around nice guy Brock Rumlow, along with his strike team, to ensure the rest of the mission would be nothing but smooth sailing.
Georges Batroc.
Hold on, Cap. I'll find a way to get you up here.
I feel like I'm gonna sink right to the floor.
That was just horrible. They didn't even fit well. Look to me again.
Thanks. Cap, intel says Batroc's on the bridge at the rear of the ship. We need to get to him.
Access granted.
How do you like this? Don't worry, Cap. We can pick them back up. Sorry! Whoa. How long was I out? Cap! We need to take care of that turret before it takes care of us!
Alright, honest, so give this box.
The bridge is just over this cargo bay. We need to find a way across.
Duty calls.
Hello. then next, is that what it said?
Just want you to know, this ain't personal.
Oh, so we really need to do that.
What needed to be done.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Jump and jump. Finally.
Surprised they haven't raised a pirate flag yet. I've always had a soft spot for a skull and crossbones.
Wow. Things aren't
I
so
get it.
bad.
We got him, Cap. Let's show what happens to guys who mess with S.H.I.E.L.D.
Access granted.
Captain America had defeated Batroc and rescued the hostages, but was surprised to discover Black Widow going against orders by retrieving data from the ship's computer. Rogers demanded an explanation from Director Fury and was told about Project Insight, a plan to supposedly protect the world by connecting 3 helicarriers together. Disliking the idea because it would mean living in a world controlled by fear, Cap soon found himself on the run with Black Widow and his new friend, the Falcon. Together, they learned that high-ranking World Security Council member Alexander Pierce had turned his back on Fury and was going to use Project Insight to allow Hydra to rule the world. Oh, and then they ran into the Winter Soldier.
Duty calls.
Aha.
fighting continued, the identity of the Winter Soldier was dramatically revealed. It was Steve's oldest friend, James Buchanan Barnes. As a result of Arnim Zola's experiments, Bucky had survived his fall from the train and had been brainwashed to serve Hydra. After escaping from Brock Rumlow's strike team, Cap and his friends reunited with Maria Hill and Nick Fury to come up with a plan to stop Project Insight. Their only hope was to reprogram the helicarriers so they would destroy each other, ending Hydra's evil schemes. After many grueling battles, Cap and the Falcon approached the final helicarrier console, but found the Winter Soldier standing in their way.
Please don't make me do this.
You're not my friend. You're my mission.
No.
You and I are gonna take a ride. calling me Bucky.
Your name? James Buchanan Barnes.
Get hurt? Walk it off.
Captain America and the Winter Soldier concluded their epic battle when Cap decided he didn't want to hurt his friend and refused to fight back. Project Insight was stopped when the helicarriers were brought down, but in the process, the entire S.H.I.E.L.D. organization was also completely destroyed. Sure didn't see that one coming. Oh, but it's okay. I got a new job. I knew you were worried about me. Captain America and the Falcon fell from the helicarrier into the water, but were saved by Bucky. Maybe there's hope for him after all? You're probably wondering how I know all this. Well, let's just say I live next to Steve, and I'm kind of a nosy neighbor. Do you want me to write this down?
Excelsior!
I hope it doesn't rain a lot today. Crime fighting is hard enough without bad weather. Speaking of crime, we've got reports of an incident close to where you are.
Now we're gonna do the brand new DLC levels. Start with Captain Marvel.
Hi there, Carol Danvers here. Well, at least I was, until I got caught in an exploding psyche magnetron machine. I came out of the blast with an extra lobe in my brain and some pretty awesome superpowers. Going by the name Captain Marvel and wearing a cool costume, I battle evil. Things have gotten pretty weird around here recently. A few unwelcome guests coming out of the woodwork. Oh, what now? Lady wrestlers? You're putting me on. Let's make this brief, Pound Cakes. I've got places to be. So there we were in the park, when my old adversary, Pound Cake, suddenly shows up out of nowhere. It seemed like Pound Cakes didn't want to play after all. Except I wasn't buying it. Probably just trying to lure me in. Time to look around for a plan B.
I love Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel is my favorite female hero.
got her attention, but I think it's safe to say she still looked pretty mad. We had to act fast. Better grab some popcorn, folks, because I think it might be showtime. This gal wasn't gonna go down so easy. That tackle attack gave me an idea. Maybe she needed a little charge of her own.
Get the tree, dump. Oh, God. Get these trees out of the way first. Get back to stopping the sunset.
Ouch! Now that was an accident just waiting to happen.
Going, Pancake.
That's when Pound Cakes got really mad. She was on a super rampage and called me out for a one-on-one wrestling match. I'm no wrestler, but hey, somebody had to shut her up. That's Pound Cakes taken care of. Great. What now? Jan Rog. I should have known he was behind this madness. Looks like he's going to crush my lovely city with another city? I can't do that. I've only just got my place how I like it. Come on, Cap. We have to stop that Kree before the Big Apple's only fit for strudel.
Oh my God. Oh. Wait, what? Can't fly?
Jan Rog delivered his obligatory supervillain speech, and his plan became clear. Pieces of shrapnel from the Psyche Magnetron machine, still in my body, were being used to help power his evil schemes. Jan Rog had used this power to rebrand himself as Magnetron. He planned to rebuild an entire Kree city, dropping it on top of New York. Speaking of headaches, every time I tried to fly, I got a searing pain in my skull. I'm guessing that was due to Magnetron using my strength to power his. It was a weird feeling, as if when Magnetron got hurt, I felt it too. Like we were connected, being drained of power every time he reappeared.
Oh my God.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm awesome. And you're not.
I'm awesome. I'm here now.
I'm not saying this is too easy for Captain Marvel, but yeah, I guess I am saying that. Without being able to fly, this fight was gonna be a whole lot tougher. Pretty glad Cap remembered to bring his souped-up bike along.
See you good, Captain America.
Cap was pretty salty about that bike getting destroyed. I said I could hook him up with a spaceship, but he just gave me that face. I was starting to feel like no matter how many of these constructs or bad guys that I got rid of, Magnetron would just go ahead and summon some more. We needed a more permanent fix. This girl knows how to improvise.
No, Captain America. Make it. Whoa.
I don't know how, but somehow the source of my headache is also the source of his power. I need to get away. Break the connection. Only then can he be taken down. The further I get from him, the more I can feel my mind slipping away, losing who I am. My memories. I hope I let the cat out.
Yes. Yee-hoo. Carol Corpse Candy. Love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Excelsior!
I know you probably have your hands full right now, but there's some pretty bad stuff going down in the nearby area that could really use your attention.
One more. Please don't turn this fix so long. I do not want to take long because I have someone that's going somewhere.
Adhesive X, the most powerful bonding agent known to man. Only I, the brilliant Baron Zemo, could conceive of using it to bring the meddlesome Avengers to a sticky end, once and for all. Joining my clingy crusade was a gruesome grouping of super-criminal cohorts. Radioactive Man, Black Knight, and the mysterious Melter. Together, we formed the Masters of Evil. Soon the Avengers' fate would be sealed.
Oh, you did plenty.
My agents had done well to hide the Adhesive X canisters in the city. All that was required now was to find and activate them. I was certain that the Avengers would try to stop us. The Melter. Even Iron Man's armor is no match for his newly upgraded melting ray.
remember contemplating the delicious irony of our magnificent master plan. With the power of Adhesive X, the city that had become so attached to the Avengers would soon find the Avengers permanently attached to it. The Black Knight, a powerful warrior, consumed only with getting revenge on his adversaries. Radioactive man, able to withstand even the hammer of Thor. Truly, he belongs with the masters of evil. No matter the obstacle, Hydra always achieved its goals. Even if the Hydra field manual made no specific mention of bouncing on shop canopies.
He looks so
As we
weird.
had anticipated, the Avengers began to arrive. First was Iron Man, whose misguided attempts to stop us would only make our victory all the more glorious.
Oh, gee. What are you doing? Restoring property.
Iron Man was no match for our combined might. The Masters of Evil forced him to retreat with his metal tail between his metal legs. I'd heard of radioactive man's strength, but seeing it firsthand was truly a sight to behold. An army of agents with such powers would be unstoppable. This would defeat a lesser man, but not I. I've often found that appearances can be deceiving. For those with connections to Hydra, power can be found anywhere, even hidden in plain sight.
Access granted.
This would defeat a lesser man, but not I.
Access granted. Access granted.
Kneel before your master!
Thor.
And so came the mighty Thor. His hammer was said to be unstoppable, but we would put that to the test. Not even the god of thunder could stop us. I suppose you could say he tried Asgard as he could. Just at the point of victory, with the city at its knees, our evil plan became unstuck. Those tricky Avengers had swapped my dastardly glue for solvent, releasing my captives. Yet I remain undeterred, for I, Zemo, never surrender. It is my destiny to rule, and rule I... Wait, is that a smoke bomb? I'll get you, Avengers! Just you wait!
And there we go, everyone.
Excelsior!
Finally figured out how to communicate using this
And
hologram.
there we go. There.
Somehow, I got it stuck on Morse code. Anyway, keep an eye out for trouble in this area.
That was Masters of Evil and Captain Marvel DLC, along with the other side missions, per se. I will see you guys later, probably next Tuesday when I do a horror game called Soma, okay? Thank you very much. Bye.